George Orwell once wrote, "If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever."
He's lost it and he just doesn't give a darn anymore. Or maybe he's thinking this is going to get me press by saying something that's just so outlandish and so outrageous.
The comic was slammed today on social media. Aaliyah Eastman tweeted, "Hey Louis C.K., since you like making fun of me and other Parkland survivors behind closed doors, I'm right here if you want to talk. Just try to keep it in your pants, okay?"
A comedian should not give a shit about your feelings. So if you're a gay person in the audience and a comedian does a joke and you're offended by it, then walk out. Leave. Why should I give a shit about your feelings? Why should the comedian give a shit? If you're a lesbian, the same thing. If you're a straight man and he starts taking a piss out of you and you don't like it, then walk out. Why should I give a shit about your feelings? If you're a black person, if you're a white person, if you're a German person and a comedian starts taking a piss out of you and I find it funny and you don't, you just walk out, or you turn the TV off, or you turn the radio off. Why should I give a shit? Why should the comedian give a shit about your feelings?
Alright, faggot, how you doing?
I'm not your dad, I'm not your mum, I'm not your brother, I'm not your sister, I'm not your cousin, I'm not your aunt, I'm not your grandma. Fuck me, I could go on.
You mean nothing to me.
I don't think your parents told you that you're not worth much. Your feelings are not worth much. That your thoughts are not worth much. They're not worth much to 99.9% of the population, you see. So why should anyone give a shit about your feelings when it interrupts with my freedoms? How about fuck you?
That I helped write two books about psychology and psychiatry. He was a renowned psychiatrist in London called Robin Skinner, said something very interesting to me. He said, if people can't control their own emotions, then they have to start trying to control other people's behavior.
Don't be under any illusions. This is Fascism 101. They wish to control speech. They wish to control your thoughts. They believe they have a right to tell you what you should watch and what you shouldn't watch. What you should listen to and what you should listen to. Fascism, ladies and gentlemen. And this is happening in our mass media. This is happening in our schooling system. The fact that people believe that their feelings are more important than my freedoms, than your freedoms.
Outrage this morning over disgraced comedian Louis C.K. mocking survivors of school shootings in a leaked recording. ABC's Paula Ferris is here with the story. Good morning to you, Paula.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, everyone. It was just a few months ago that Louis C.K. was accused of sexual misconduct. And now, as he tries to make a comeback, he's back in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
You're not interesting because you went to a high school where kids got shot. Why does that mean I have to listen to you?
Louis C.K. is back in hot water after this audio leaked where he's heard mocking survivors of mass shootings.
You didn't get shot. You pushed some fat kid in the way. And then now I got to listen to you talking?
Audience members can be heard cheering on the comedian.
Don't you just love the broadcaster? You can hear the audience cheering him and laughing. Yeah, because it's fucking funny, you stupid bitch.
But on the outside, some outraged. Director and comedian Judd Apatow voicing his concern on Twitter, saying, "Why is it so hard to make amends? Instead, he sought new victims. It's super messed up and deserves discussion."
I mean, talk about eat your own. They can't back the man. The fact that he was funny, they have to go for him. The virtue signaling goes on and on and on because you need to be woke. You need to follow the crowd just in case they come for you. Because they're all scared of tweets from lefty, liberal fucking idiots.
And a father of one of the Parkland shooting victims, Fred Gutenberg, tweeting, "My daughter was killed in the Parkland shooting. Why don't you come to my house and try out your new pathetic jokes?"
So the new rule for comedians is you have to get your shit approved. Because how do you know what you can make fun of nowadays? Is there a list there that maybe you can find? Are these liberal fucking fascists writing things down for all the words that you're unable to say? It's now what can become law, that somehow you are unable to hurt someone's feelings. Just because something happened to them 5, 10, 15 years ago, you are unable to make a joke about it now. That's the life, that's the planet, that's the countries that we're living in today, where speech is controlled. You cannot say what you wish. But how about fuck off? Ciao, guys.
woke scolding SJWs is that there's no such thing as repentance, there's no such thing as redemption. If you sin against them, then you must be cast out into the nether regions forever, unless you are sufficiently wildly leftist, like Kathy Griffin. Then